Let's dive into the topic of camera stabilization for photographers, breaking down why it's critical, how to effectively use a tripod, and what to do when you don't have one. Stabilization is key to achieving sharp, high-quality images, especially in challenging conditions like long exposures, low-light photography, or expansive landscape shots. By the end, I'll also encourage viewers to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below to join our photography community. Why camera stabilization matters. Camera shake is the enemy of sharp images. Even the steadiest hands can introduce subtle movements that blur your photos, particularly in situations where the shutter speed is slow, e.g. to long exposures or low-light conditions. Stabilization ensures your camera remains steady during the exposure, resulting in crisp, professional-quality images. Whether you're capturing a starry night sky, a silky waterfall, or a dimly lit portrait, proper stabilization techniques are non-negotiable. 1. Using a tripod for maximum stability. A tripod is the gold standard for stabilizing your camera. It's an essential tool for photographers working in specific scenarios, such as long exposures, when shooting with slow shutter speeds, e.g. 1/15 of a second or slower. Even minor hand movements can cause blur. A tripod keeps the camera perfectly still, allowing you to capture smooth water effects, light trails, or astrophotography. Low-light photography. In low-light conditions, like indoor portraits or night cityscapes, you often need to use slower shutter speeds or higher ISOs. A tripod lets you keep ISO low for cleaner images while maintaining sharpness. Landscape photography. For landscapes, where you want every detail from foreground to background in focus, often using small apertures like f11 or f16, a tripod ensures your camera doesn't budge during the exposure. Choosing the right tripod material. Tripods come in aluminum, affordable, heavier, or carbon fiber, lightweight, expensive. Choose based on your budget and portability needs. Weight capacity. Ensure the tripod can support your camera and lens combo. A DSLR with a telephoto lens requires a sturdier tripod than a mirrorless camera with a kit lens. Height and stability. Look for a tripod that extends to your eye level without wobbling. A center column can add height, but may reduce stability if overextended. Head type. Ball heads are versatile for quick adjustments, while pan tilt heads are great for precise control, e.g. video or macro photography. Setting up your tripod. Find stable ground. Place the tripod on a flat, firm surface. Avoid loose gravel or uneven terrain. If shooting on sand or grass, press the legs down to anchor them. Extend legs properly. Extend the thicker leg sections first for maximum stability. Lock each section securely. Use a bubble level. Many tripods and cameras have built-in levels to ensure your horizon is straight. Add weight. In windy conditions, hang a camera bag or weight from the tripod's center hook to increase stability. Use a remote shutter or timer. Pressing the shutter button can introduce shake. Use a remote trigger, cable release, or your camera's self-timer, 2-second delay, to avoid this. Turn off image stabilization. If your lens or camera has image stabilization, IS or VR, turn it off when using a tripod, as it can sometimes cause unintended vibrations. Pro tip: mirror lockup for DSLRs. For DSLR users shooting long exposures, enable mirror lockup to prevent vibrations from the mirror flipping up. This is especially useful in macro or astrophotography. 2. Stabilizing without a tripod. Sometimes you don't have a tripod handy, or you're in a situation where setting one up isn't practical, e.g., street photography or travel. Here's how to stabilize your camera without one. Brace yourself against a surface. Lean against a wall. Press your body or elbows against a wall, tree, or pole to create a stable base. This reduces hand and body movement. Use a table or ledge. Place your camera on a flat surface like a table, rock, or railing. Use a small beanbag, folded jacket, or even your camera strap to adjust the angle and cushion the camera. Tuck your elbows in. When hand-holding, tuck your elbows into your body and hold the camera firmly against your face. This creates a human tripod effect. Optimize your shooting technique. Breathe strategically. Take a deep breath, exhale, and shoot at the end of your exhale when your body is most still. Use a faster shutter speed. If light allows, increase your shutter speed to reduce the impact of camera shake. A good rule of thumb is the reciprocal rule. Use a shutter speed faster than one focal length, e.g., for a 50mm lens, shoot at 1/60th or faster. For crop sensor cameras, account for the crop factor, e.g., a 50mm lens on a 1.5x crop sensor acts like a 75mm lens, so aim for 1/80th or faster. Increase ISO. In low light, boost your ISO to allow faster shutter speeds. Modern cameras handle high ISOs well, but be mindful of noise. Leverage image stabilization. Many modern cameras and lenses come with built-in image stabilization, IS, VR, or IBIS, in-body image stabilization. This technology compensates for small hand movements, effectively giving you a few extra stops of shutter speed. For example, with a 50mm lens, you might handhold at 1/15th of a second instead of 1/60th. Check your camera or lens manual to enable stabilization, usually a switch on the lens or a menu setting. Be aware that stabilization isn't a cure-all. It helps with minor shake but won't compensate for significant movement or very long exposures. DIY stabilization hacks. String tripod. Tie a string to a bolt that fits your camera's tripod mount, drop the string to the ground, and step on it while pulling the camera upward. This tension stabilizes the camera. Use your strap. Loop your camera strap around your neck or arm and pull it taut to create tension and reduce shake. Practical scenarios and tips. Long exposure example. For a 10-second exposure of a waterfall, mount your camera on a sturdy tripod. Use a neutral density, ND filter to reduce light. Set a low ISO, e.g. the 100, and use a remote shutter. Check the histogram to ensure proper exposure. Low light portrait. Without a tripod, brace yourself against a wall. Use a wide aperture, e.g. f1.8, to let in more light and enable image stabilization. Increase ISO to 800 or higher if needed, but test for noise. Landscape photography. Use a tripod, set a small aperture, e.g. f11, for deep depth of field, and focus 1/3 into the scene for maximum sharpness. Use a bubble level to keep the horizon straight. Common mistakes to avoid cheap tripods. A flimsy tripod is worse than no tripod. It can wobble or tip over, risking your gear. Invest in a quality tripod for your needs. Ignoring wind. In windy conditions, lower the tripod's height and add weight to prevent shaking. Forgetting to lock. Joints. Ensure all tripod legs and head adjustments are securely locked before shooting. Over-relying on stabilization. Image stabilization isn't a substitute for proper technique in very low light or long exposures. Final thoughts. Mastering camera stabilization is a game-changer for photographers. A tripod is your best friend for long exposures, low-light shots, and landscapes. But with the right techniques, you can still get sharp images without one. Practice these methods, experiment in different scenarios, and watch your image quality soar. Call to action. If you found this guide helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more photography tips, tutorials, and gear reviews. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below with your favorite stabilization trick or any questions you have. Let's keep the conversation going and help each other grow as photographers.